Greetings and salutations. So I'm here to help you discover and to find out if you have a leak behind one of your walls. If you have a pipe leak that's slowly leaking, you think you hear it, or you see water damage on the baseboards, or you might actually see it on the ceiling. Right now I'm on a downstairs basement bathroom, so there is plumbing and pipes on this firewall here, and then above there's a tub and there's a toilet, and you're pretty sure you see on the baseboard that there's a leak. So you want to rule out that it's not a pipe leak. It could be a leak from upstairs. It is possible from the tub, from the overflow gasket in the bathtub. It could be the little wax ring that's on your toilet that could be seeping out under the tile or the carpet or whatever that you have for flooring. So it's very easy to do. The first thing to do is make sure all your appliances are turned off, your washing machine, your central heating. No one's making any noise. If you have anybody, tell them just to read a book just for a good 15 minutes. Take your time. And then what I want you to do is get like a little glass cup. You don't want plastic, you want glass. And you remember, when you were a kid, you put a glass up against the wall to see if your parents were planning a punishment for you or something like that, or you want to eavesdrop. It's the same concept. So yes, you can put your ear up against the wall, but preferably if you have a glass, you could put it up against the wall. Now you might say, well, how do I know that there's pipes behind the wall? Well, you would probably just know just by owning the house, but usually the retention wall, the firewall, where the plumbing is, there's not going to usually be a room right directly next beside it. You would know so, right? You know that there's plumbing coming up from the bathroom underneath. There is a bedroom, but it's behind this wall. So you're pretty confident that there is piping behind this wall, all right? So only thing you have to do is put your cup against the wall. Everything's off. Central heating's off. No TV in the background, music, nothing. Silence. And you put your ear up against the glass. And you might want to hold your other ear closed. And so far I'm not hearing anything. So that's a good sign. So what you should hear if there is a leak, it could be gradual, like click, click. Or it could be even slower, just depending how bad your leak is. It could be a hissing sound like sss, and it could be just the pressure on the pipe. Then the next test that you can do is you can feel around on the wall. It's called a knocking test. So if it's like a sharp click, then you know that there's no damage. Right here, no damage. But if you hear something and it's more of a muffling sound, basically what's happening is water is getting behind the wall, and then you just keep looking for the integrity of the wall, all the places around the wall, to see if there's any damage. Okay, so you could try doing that. Now, another test is make sure you don't turn water off anywhere in the house. Okay, nowhere in the house. Find your water meter. It's going to be outside. You should know where the water meter is. Take a picture of it, of where the water meter is. Do not turn any water on, and then wait 2 hours and then look to see if that water meter has moved any. If it's moved just a little bit, then you know that there definitely could be a water leak. Now, let me show you my water leak real quick. And of course, you could smell and see if you smell odor, if you feel moisture in the air. So as you can see here, the number one place to look here, it's usually a pipe leak. So I had a basin or a wall panel here that I had to remove because of the mold. You can literally, it started getting mold. As you can see there's a little bit of blackness here. And then I had that little side panel here. So I removed that away, threw it away. I could probably replace that myself. But water was literally, I'd say, a centimeter up. Now, it could be coming from the upstairs bathroom. The reason I don't think so is because usually you're going to see water leaking above here on the ceiling. And that could be from the toilet upstairs. It could be from the sink. It could be from the bathtub. One common thing with the bathtub is the overflow gasket. If you're making baths, like if you got a child, an infant that you're bathing, and you're making a bath, or if you have a dog that you're bathing once a month, and that's when you notice that you might hear leaking, that water will basically go up over the base, the gasket there, and that gasket sometimes loses its integrity. It's like a little O-ring. It's literally like a $5 part. And what will happen is that will wear out, and then the water will seep through there, and then it'll go down. But normally it's going to be usually on the ceiling that it would happen with, and not here on the ground. Now it could be the toilet, and I need to clean the toilet, but it could be the O-ring of the toilet that's worn out, where water's seeping. It might be going down here. But I've concluded that it's not. We have a water hose above here that does not have a hose on it, and sometimes we'll get water out and we'll just let it sit for like a minute while we're doing something. And what's happening, and I think that water's coming down here and then flowing in here to try to escape. So I've had a dehumidifier on. You can get a dehumidifier, you know, anywhere online, Amazon. And I've been keeping that on to keep the moisture out. And then another thing you could do is test with the water leak test with the cup. You can go upstairs and turn on, let's say, the bathroom faucet. Turn that on. Let that run, the bathroom faucet, you know, like upstairs, the bathroom faucet. Let that run for a minute. Turn it off. Go downstairs and see if you hear a leak. Then try the bathroom sink. Turn it on for like a minute. Turn it off. Come down and see if you hear a leak. And then go to the bathtub. Run the bathtub water for like a minute. Go downstairs and see if you hear a leak. But basically the whole point of it is take your time, and that way you'll be prepared. If you're not skilled enough, and I'm not, to repair a pipe, you can hire a plumber, and you'll be aware to inform them what's going on, because they might be clueless of what's going on, and then might increase your price and your cost of a plumber. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe.